Here we've got the localizer settings here. We've got the crosshairs. Yeah, approach Terminal 8, Lima November. I'm going to head up to Blythe and do an approach at 4,500.
I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, which is GRT Avionics. GRT is an American-based company. They make highly capable avionics systems. They've been in business for a long time out of Michigan, and they make the systems that I use in my aircraft. One thing I like about them is they provide me all of the capability that I want to fly instrument or fly VFR. It really doesn't matter. They have all of the capability that anybody with modern avionics is looking for. You can start out something at the lower end of the cost spectrum with the Mini EFIS, which again has all the ability to run autopilots, has moving maps, digital engine monitoring, the whole 9 yards. You go from that all the way up to the Horizon EFIS, which has even more capability and utility. So if you guys are looking for avionics for your build, either light sport or experimental, really consider GRT Avionics, because I think you'll really love what they've got. I know I have, and it's been a great addition to my aircraft.
They're letting her in. Tail's coming up. Airspeed's alive.
Obstacle.
Rotating away. Everything's in the green. Man, it's a smooth morning this morning. Summer traffic, experimental 918, leave November, left crossway, and departure to the northwest. All. You have approached experimental 918, Lima November.
Experimental 918, Lima November, approach, go ahead.
Yeah, this is experimental 918, Lima November at 2,500, climbing 3,500. Just looking for flight following, heading up the river for a little bit.
Experimental 8, Lima November, squawk 0420.
0420, 8 Lima November.
Experimental 8 Lima November, ready contact 5 miles west of Yuma, 2,800.
Position checks, 8 Lima November. Yeah, approach terminal 8 Lima November. I'm going to head up to Blythe and do an approach at 4,500.
Once I made the decision to head north, now I have the backdrop of the Colorado River greeting me on this epic morning. Decided to fly up to Blythe to shoot a couple of approaches because all of the approaches right now in Yuma are closed off to general aviation pilots. So this gave me a perfect opportunity to get up there and to spend some time refreshing my skills as far as instrument approaches go.
Alright, so based on this, we should be in Blythe in about 15 minutes. That'd be good to do that approach. So for that approach, we would need to cross over the, we'll go, somebody will go direct Sodsey, or we'll go, actually we'll just go direct Zenvair, which is the approach fix. It's a fly pass. We'll cross Zenvair at 3,600 feet, then we'll descend on a 246 heading, crossing Zeus at 2,200, then down to the best approach altitude, and for us, we are going to use the 800-foot altitude because we can make those specific performance criteria. So for the miss, it'll be a climbing right-hand turn to 4,500 direct to Rogeby. All right, so with that, I got the approach loaded, and we should be able to make all of those procedures. Now, this is an LP plus V, or an LNAV. So LNAV or an LP, so we should have that lateral performance. It'll be nice having the crosshair kind of directing us all the way down. At this point, I think we can go on my flight plan. We're going to go direct to Zenvair. And we're going to direct. Okay, so now we are definitely on the approach. We are heading to Zenvair. Yeah, we're sending 3,600 to Zenvair. Once we cross over Zenvair again, we'll be turning to a 246 heading and following the localizer down the missed approach altitude, which is 800 feet. So with that, like I said last time, we're going to set our decision altitude to 800 feet. It is now set.
Adjust trim.
Our missed approach altitude is 5,400. That is now set. So when we come up here, what's going to happen, right now I've got the CDI selected. So when we get on the approach, what's going to happen is this is going to change and give us the basically the altitude guidance down to the runway, which is kind of nice. And again, this is a LPV or an LP approach. It's not an LPV, so it's not considered a precision approach, but it is nice having all of that vertical guidance. Smooth, there we go. Tails out. Power. We are away. Flight traffic, experimental 8, New York, taking off from 826, marking the area to the south. Last call white. So again, for the LPV, cross Bansky at 3,700, then AP is crossed to 2,400, following the LPV approach to the missed approach altitude of 706 feet. So from here, once we cross over Bansky, we are at basically 10 nautical miles. So I'll make a call at Bansky, 10 miles outbound. Alright, so I've never done this approach before, so I haven't done an LPV in a little while, but this gives me, so I've done an RNAV on this flight, and we'll do an LPV. Plenty of gas up for it still. So the missed approach again is climbing straight ahead to 1,100 feet, then a climbing left-hand turn to 5,600, and as we're doing that, we're just going to go direct to Yuma at that point. Parker traffic experimental 918 Lima November is on the LPV approach into runway 2 over Bansky. We are at 9 miles to the south east or southwest. Going to be making the missed approach, Parker. So just going to show you what this looks like when you're flying the localizer. You notice here we've got the localizer settings here. We've got the crosshairs. And I'm using that arc here just to make sure that we're descending right to that point. And now here we got indicated LPV, so we have all of the performance criteria for that 710 foot. Parker traffic, experimental 918 Lima November is on a 5 mile straight in final, runway 2. We're going to be doing a low approach, Parker.
Adjust trim.
And we're going to go autopilot away.
Autopilot disconnect.
Oh, we could do SAP arm. Knowledge, execute. Now I'll get my highway in the sky all the way down to missed approach altitude. Then what the highway in the sky does gives you what the synthetic approach does is it gives you basically the boxes to the runway. So you can fly the highway in the sky all the way down. So while I am flying the precision procedure, I do have that highway in the sky kind of also showing me where to go to. I do have the field in sight, but I'm going to follow the guidance all the way down to the misapproach altitude.
500.
500 feet to go. This is where we get the other
Approaching
enunciation.
minimums.
Parker traffic, experimental 8, limit to short final runway 2. Glide slope, and there we got the runway inside.
Minimums.
Parker traffic, experimental 8, limit to touch and go runway 2.
200. One hundred.
Oh, that was so nice. Well, now we're taking off. Parker traffic, experimental 8, limit on the roll runway 2, last call Parker.
After completing the LPV approach at Parker, it was time to head back to Yuma, and I'll tell you what, I've been more than happy with all of the changes I've made to this aircraft, from adding in the digital engine monitoring, incorporating all of the other avionics systems. This plane has become a much more capable instrument platform and a great cross-country traveler. And I look forward to many more adventures like this one, and maybe some others where I go out to other airports and just see where this plane takes me.
Summer traffic, experimental 8, limit November is going to be straight in runway 17, full stop, Somerton.
Well, that is a wrap for this flight, and I'll tell you what, I'm really loving how this new 2850 engine is actually performing, and I'm also loving all of the integration that I just brought into the cockpit, adding in the Mini, adding in a couple other things that have made this a much nicer cross-country platform. And I'll tell you what, if you guys are looking to upgrade your plane, GRT is definitely a way to go. They've got great support, great people, and great avionics. So I'm gonna wrap this one out here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you got a project in the garage or plane in the hangar, get building, get flying, and I'll see you guys in the air next time.